Ah, lovely surprise. Friday evening, gang. Welcome. Understand I'm wearing pajamas. Uh, this is going to be short, uh, or I'll move along here. I was supposed to be on the road to Frederick, Maryland today, or tonight, taking a baseball game. Uh, Frederick, of course, being the high Class A affiliate of the Orioles. They were going to be playing the Potomac Nationals. That's the uh, obvious. I was going to go with my brother. Here was the deal. We were all set to go. We would have left about 4:30 or so. The rains came, and it was enough to say, okay, we abort this trip. It's like the second time we've had some weather issues. I think I might have remembered I did a video here about a month and a half ago where we were going to go up to Pittsburgh and see the Nationals take on the Pirates. We got rained out on that one, and lo and behold, after he made the decision, suddenly the sky cleared up and stopped raining and all that. But at that time it was too late. Same thing happened here. I gonna go get call about 20 after 4. Oh, look, I was actually looking out the window, and we came to the conclusion, okay, we abort this trip. No sooner than 15 minutes after the call, it lets up, and for a brief instant, the sun is out. Now, right now as I'm doing this is about a quarter after 5 Eastern. It's it's overcast. Uh, and the clouds really to the west. So, yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't even know if the Nationals are going to be playing tonight. They're supposed to be doing a 3-game series to Colorado. They'll probably just, even if they get the game started, it'll be late to get started. Which sort of explains why I'm wearing pajamas. Is that, hey, fuck it. Well, completely, totally fucked up week anyway. Uh, Nats losing last night. How do you blow an eight nothing after 5 innings? And how the hell do you just lose focus? You know, I mean, it's still still being a game over 500 at this point. So worst case scenario before the All Star break, you'd be worst case scenario a game under 500, 2 games, break even, be a game over. I don't know what is going to happen for this weekend. It would have been nice for the final vote, to get the last slot in. Michael Morse was one of the 5. He loses out. Shane Victorino goes in. I said, no. This tells you the voting for that is rigged. Although I must say I did my voting through MLB.com. And unlike, trying to vote for the All-Star ballot itself, where you can only do it 25 times a day, this was unlimited. So you could stand there and just vote until your fingers fell off. And I think I did it a couple of times. I mean, not my fingers falling off, but it was just vote. It was just vote to infinity. I did my part, so I can't say, you know, I didn't do. I didn't say. Bleh. It's Friday, people. My brain's not working here for some reason. When has my brain ever worked? What I'm trying to say is that I did my part for voting, so that's it and that too. At least I'll be happy. One final Nationals note, or a few notes since the last time I did a video here. Um, Bryce Harper got his promotion. He's not in Hagerstown anymore. He's now in Harrisburg. So he goes from low A to double A. And so he's playing tonight. They're playing in Richmond. We would have loved to go on. Unfortunately, the game sold out, and it would not have mattered if going down there tomorrow or Sunday, because Bryce Harper is on his way to Phoenix to participate in the MLB Futures game on Sunday, uh, which is on the MLB Network. He's going to Brad Peacock, who's doing a whale of a job pitching now in Harrisburg or Syracuse. I think it's Harrisburg. Syracuse, yeah. It was right. But anyway, so they're the representatives for the Nationals. So at least I'll have something to watch Sunday. Okay. Let's see that. That takes care of that aspect. Yeah, what was I'm trying to think of something else here. The story I saw today. This made the news by now. Last night, they were playing was the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. They were playing a game in Arlington, Texas, and it turns out the guy fell from the from the level right above the scoreboard in left field. And apparently, the way that I understand this story was Josh Hamilton, the Rangers, threw a ball up into the stands. This is what you do: a foul ball or it's a third out of an inning. You just toss it up there. And apparently, this guy was reaching for it, fell over the railing, down onto the warning track. Now, this was like, this scoreboard wall was like 20 feet. So you think on the surface, say 20 feet, and this guy. But the story, as I was told, was that he fell 20 feet, hits head first on the warning track, because that's not that's not your traditional dirt anymore for warning tracks. It's not even concrete, but it's a hard surface. So he hit his head, and they come in, they cart him out. They understood that he was conscious at that point. But then they get to the hospital, and the guy dies of a heart attack. And the sad part of this was that he had brought the guy had brought his 6-year-old son with him to the game, and he basically told the paramedics and the rescue personnel, get in touch with my wife, and we'll make arrangements to get the kid out of here, and get him home. So this is like, your 6-year-old kid and your daddy just goes over a railing 20 feet, hits his head, and then find out he dies later in the hospital. No, that's what you call that's a trauma, folks. So I had to say, when I was seeing this story, looking at it this afternoon, thankfully or unthankfully, I don't know which, but they did not show the footage of the guy actually going over the railing. I don't know if that's a saving grace or not, but at any rate, when I heard the story, when I see this, that the guy falls to his death in a baseball game, I thought, maybe this guy's doing a header like, 40, 60, 80 feet from the upper deck and to his death. But no, this is 20 feet. But still, it's the guy who died. And that is not a good thing. That takes care, really, of trying to do anything sports related. I'll do one final thing. This is non-sports related. Normally, when I do something that's has nothing to do with sports, I shut down comments. Nobody is going to talk on this. But since I've done enough sports material, I guess I can't let this one go. By now, everybody knows the trial of Casey Anthony. Basically, your 2-year-old daughter murdered back in 2008. You get a case of trial by media. It's like everybody really went after this woman. Again, I don't know the particulars of the case, which is why I'm not going to really comment on it so much. But they found out the trial finally took place a few weeks ago. They finally brought this thing to trial, and this is Friday, so Wednesday. It was Wednesday. The jury came back. They acquitted her, or acquitted her really of murder. They found her guilty on a few lesser charges. So really understanding you spent 3 years in jail and they sentenced her to like 4 years. So they figure, okay, time served, and she gets out, and actually will get out of jail in a week or so. Some curiosity was sitting there watching E today, and he ran like one of these celebrity tweets, because I would say I do Twitter, but they ran a celebrity tweet, and I forgot who it was really. Say, where are we going to see the reality show where Casey Anthony and the Butcher of Brentwood, OJ, are holed up in a house together? When's the reality show for that? And I thought, who am I to argue? It's not like I would watch anything like that, but I guess the curiosity factor gets to everybody. Oh well. So that's it, folks. I'm pretty much out of it here for the week. Like I said, for all I know, the Nats game may be on tonight, but it's not going to get started at 7 o'clock. They'll probably be like they'll probably delay it 15, 20 minutes. Who knows? If they get this thing started on time, it's a miracle. But on that note, I shall now take leave of all of you and so now watch the Nats game. I don't know. So on that, I shall everyone close this, say adios, motherfuckers. Enjoy your weekend for what it's worth. And I'm done, so that's it and that too.